With gaming now ruled by massive open worlds and games as a live service, Vanquish provides a much needed change of pace, and what a change of pace that is. Clocking in at 5 to 6 hours, it was less about sights to see and more about places to be. Shinji Mikami of Resident Evil fame had a desire, one to make a shooter with an incredible sense of speed. For the most part, this vision is executed without mercy, trimming the fat and providing you with a laser-focused campaign. As a result, the game wastes no time in establishing your primary objective. The bad guys just microwave San Francisco, and it's your job to shut down their celestial superweapon. It may be paper thin, but the plot does a good enough job of pushing things forward, whilst eye-rolling one-liners make up the bulk of character interactions.
Your suit is performing at nominal levels, Sam.
Never had a girl say that to me before.
Openly taking notes from the 1970s anime Kashan, Vanquish wears its inspirations on its sleeve. Both see their protagonists donning brilliant white combat suits before taking on an army of gun-toting robots. But the similarities don't end there. The ARS, or Augmented Reaction Suit, is fitted with a pair of thrusters that vastly enhance your mobility, allowing you to slide around the battlefield like an overly enthusiastic football player. This takes the hunker-down approach of games such as Gears of War and flips it on its head. Originally released in 2010, the game already felt way ahead of its time, and even now it puts some of its successes to shame. Firefights are kinetic and volatile, presented to you at a dizzying pace. Stay in one spot for too long, and you'll find it quickly destroyed or flanked by the enemy. Zipping between cover is typically the best approach, getting the drop on your foes and bringing the fight to them. Speed isn't your only ally though, with the reaction part of your AR suit adding a second pillar of play. While sliding, exiting a combat role, or being airborne, you can trigger what is essentially bullet time, slowing down the action and affording you a few crucial seconds to dodge a missile or line up the perfect shot. Experimenting with these systems is encouraged, and can lead to some incredibly satisfying results. Empowering the player may be the name of the game, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're in for an easy time, even on the normal difficulty. After all, you're far from home, and you'll have to adapt if you expect to survive. Although not the most intelligent, the enemy AI certainly keeps you on your toes. Some enjoy getting up close and personal, like the hulking Romanovs, whilst others prefer to trade bullets from afar. Each encounter is thrilling, and with the environments having a tendency to shift and change around you, the game avoids any feelings of fatigue, as the theatre of war is constantly evolving. One standout moment saw the enemy carrying out an upside-down assault on the tracks of a speeding monorail. Boss battles are sprinkled throughout, and are a real joy to behold, adding a touch of cinematic flair to proceedings as they fill up the entire screen. QTEs are used sparingly and complement the game's over-the-top action, with Sam treating a robot's head as a punching bag being a particular highlight. However, I was a bit disappointed to see a few being recycled in the later chapters. For a campaign of this length, it's simply not acceptable. Unlike your methods of traversal, the weapons in Vanquish are a bit more restrained, with machine guns, rocket launchers and pistols leading the roster. Experimental weapons like the LFE gun and disc launcher offer interesting alternatives, but don't quite do enough to shake up the formulaic gunplay. In the spirit of maintaining momentum, the game avoids wading through upgrade menus entirely, offering up a truly elegant solution. Pick up a weapon once, and you'll equip it. Twice, and it tops up your ammo. But if your ammo is full when you pick it up for a third time, your weapon will be upgraded. This can increase your weapon's damage output, or blast radius, and cleverly incentivizes you to hold on to your favourite three. For any completionists out there who like a bit more bang for your buck, or anyone who fell in love with the gameplay as much as I did, There are a handful of challenge maps to conquer and collectibles to shoot, extending your time with the game beyond the end credits. Since the game recently received a PS4 and Xbox One remaster, there's never been a better time to give it a go. Expect to pay around £12 or $17 for the remaster, and £3 or $4 for the 2010 original. For those still loyal to their Xbox 360s and PS3s, the frame rate certainly takes a hit, but it's otherwise still a perfectly playable and incredibly affordable version. Though it should be noted that choppy cutscenes are present in all versions of the game, regardless of your system's capabilities. I myself picked it up on PC via Steam for the low price of £3.74. Vanquish is a game that prioritises quality over quantity and lets nothing get in its way. Its story is severely lacking and the weapons are fairly uninspired, but as a game that set out to encompass speed in its purest form, the game excels. Already spectacular firefights are elevated higher by its signature suit, and no section ever overstayed its welcome. This is one game I enjoyed immensely and can wholeheartedly recommend. Enjoy.